Sometimes I play dull, sometimes I can play aggressive. I was never like I have to do this, but I have many interests. Like at first I thought I will be great engineer, and then I wanted to be an economist, and then I also like dance. No, I haven't invested in crypto. I streamed around like maybe three to 4 months, and had wonderful community on my channel, and it was great to have interact with lot of fans and lot of chess lovers.
Hello and welcome back to FIDE Grand Prix in Berlin. I'm Grandmaster Dina Belenkaya and I'm here joined by Grandmaster Harikrishna from India. So, how is the spirit about this Grand Prix?
I'm happy to be here, although it's due to various circumstances. I got a chance to play in this Grand Prix due to other players withdrawing and so on. But I'm excited and I'm ready to show my best chess here.
How did you approach it? Did it take you long to take the decision?
Not really. Actually, although I didn't expect such a, there was a small percentage of chance, but I really didn't consider it to be realistic. But okay, now when I see it's a lot of uncertainty with the players and so on. But when I was offered the chance, I considered like few things like what all I have accepted in this period, and I don't want to change if I accept something and just to cancel because of various other things. And I saw that I didn't have any agreements, and then I immediately accepted it, and yeah, that's how quick I accepted it.
And in general, are you happy with the fact that offline tournaments are getting back, or you would prefer to take this break?
I see that I'm very happy that the over the board events have restarted, and I hope it continues. And in this regard, of course, online events are in. I would say that they have their direction, as in like it generates a lot of revenue, interest, and so on. Although I prefer over the board events, I hope to see both online as well as over the board events to coexist, and that's good for chess. But I want to play more of over the board events.
And especially during the pandemic, you also started streaming, right,
Yeah.
online. And did you keep that for long, or like, do you plan to?
Yeah, I streamed around like maybe three to 4 months, and had wonderful community on my channel, and it was great to have interact with lot of fans and lot of chess lovers. But afterwards I could not keep up, as a lot of events came up, and I didn't get time, and I didn't want to do just something because I want to stream. So that was slight problem, or let's say that's how I could not keep up with the streaming. But I enjoyed the experience, and I got to learn a lot of things, and especially the ability to speak and interact and so on. So that's I would say it's an interesting experience, and it's actually quite challenging. So when I see many chess players or non-chess players who are streaming about chess, I understand how difficult and hard it is.
And in India, there has been a very particular change, right, during the last couple of years. Will you tell us more about it? How did it change chess in India?
I think the juniors, particularly, don't know the exact number, but there are many juniors who are doing exceptionally well, and they are all grandmasters by the age of 14, 15. So it's an excellent scenario for Indian chess, and the last 2 years probably like kind of slowed down, or let's say didn't let them play so many events. So and since now there are so many events, I expect them to play in various events and quickly get above 2650 or even 2700. So their actual strength is quite high. Most of them are seriously underrated in my opinion.
And there has also been a very big increase of interest to chess online.
Yes.
Do you think it will affect the circumstances of OTB chess? Like, will it bring more people and potentially bring the game into to another level in India?
Yeah, definitely there was a big online chess boom in India, and I mean across the globe, but particularly having such a boom in India makes a lot of nice feelings for me personally. And I expect it to grow further, even if there are offline, I mean over the board events. I see a lot of spectators who got interested with chess, so they are still following the any kind of chess, not necessarily online, but they also watch Tata Steel, they watch candidates, World Championship match, Grand Prix, and other strong events. So I guess in a way the online boom brought many fans into chess, and they got interest in chess. So it's a win-win situation. So and I expect it to grow further in India.
Changing the subject, speaking about World Championship cycle and precisely the World Championship match, did you have any particular preference in that match, and how surprised you were by the outcome?
I think I mean couple of things. Obviously, the players know the best in such scenarios, but from what I have observed, based on the moves or um, the general feeling of the players, I felt that after this long end game, somehow it kind of made Jan a little bit, um, you know, he wanted to win back, and that's not really such a good sign, because Magnus can feel it, and afterwards he really didn't get much of a chance, and I think losing this game had a lot of impact. And of course I have seen in various tournaments, usually Jan is doing really well in the first half, but sometimes he can lose the momentum in the second half, which was also something Magnus told in one of the interviews. So perhaps this is maybe the main thing about this whole match. If he could keep up with the pressure and just keep playing normally even after loss, it could be slightly different.
Magnus is called sometimes as Mozart of chess. Who would you associate yourself with?
Um, you mean like how would someone call me, or like I don't know what are the options, but let's say I'm usually calm, but my playing style, I have no idea. Sometimes I play dull, sometimes I can play aggressive, so it's hard for me. So it's better that someone else describe me rather than me describing myself.
Fair enough. And how would you describe your playing style, let's say 5 years ago, or like a big period before and now? Did you change some habits in your style, or started doing different things?
Well, actually, I was my style is little bit like positional, but also it has a mixture of dynamic play in it. Um, but what happens usually is, as you grow older, you learn a lot of things, and when you have too much knowledge, you understand something is bad, so you don't do it. But when you are junior or a kid, you don't know much, so you can play anything. So that's a kind of funny thing. I didn't change my style in a way that I noticed I should, but due to the experience and what I learned from practicing with each year or each day, some things obviously change, and of course the style of playing chess has changed quite a lot from 5 years ago. So obviously I also have to change and keep up with the current scenario, and to find the right way to deal the strategy.
Do you have any NFT in your collection?
My NFT.
Yeah.
Um, uh, is there somebody who wants to buy it?
Right.
Sure, why not? No, I don't have it yet, but I didn't know that there is any interest. But if there is, I can make it. Yeah.
So you do not invest into crypto?
Me? No, no, I did not. But even if I have, probably I shouldn't be the one telling it. No, no, I haven't invested in crypto.
Good point. And haven't you played any tournaments with the prize fund as a crypto there?
So far, not. I don't
There
think.
has been recently a tournament. You didn't play that only chess arena for.
Yes, actually, I played a couple of games, but then I think it was stopped or something, and then next time I didn't. I had something, and then I couldn't. But yeah, that was probably the only one I played.
As a chess player, how do you control your emotions? Do you have some special techniques? Perhaps you could share some basic advice or.
Many people ask me how do I stay calm, but probably I don't know. I just I I don't really I don't have any technique for controlling emotions. I think it's normal for some people to express their emotions, and some people don't. It's I think it's just normal. Of course, you can improve little bit by practicing, but I am not. I don't know how to do that.
If you were to call any game as a must thing to watch, what would it be?
I would say for spectators, I think rapid is perhaps very exciting. Although for commentators, maybe classical, because then they have more time to explain. But as a spectators, I think rapid is rapid chess, like 15 plus 10, is very exciting.
Do you have like a favorite game or
My games or any game?
okay, just any game of yours?
My games, I have many. Like my game against Mamedyarov Shahryar from 2006, and also against Mamedyarov 2016 Baku Olympiad. And then the same Olympiad, I had also a win against Sergei Karyakin, so that was also a very nice one. Somehow I always like think, okay, when someone asks me this question, I would remember these games, but when you ask, I just go blank. So, but these three games are very nice, but there are many more. Just I cannot recall now.
It's a very good approach to call one of your games in particular.
And other games, I have many actually. I think I remember other players' games more than mine. But
It's enough.
yeah,
I'm
okay,
sure it's enough. Don't
okay.
worry about it. What is the most unusual place where you ever played chess?
No, sometimes I played in stadiums, where the gymnastics place happens, and then we just move and play chess. So but it was when I was young, not really after I became a GM. But after GM, I mostly played in pretty good locations.
A question that you probably will not answer, but I will still ask it just
I will
case.
decide. I
You
will
will
decide.
decide. Who is the most uncomfortable opponent for you here in Berlin?
I'm just trying to think if I have any, real bad score against other GMs who are participating. I think I had some wins against um, some. I probably might have lost one or two more, but I do have decent score against most of them.
Are there some chess players who you are in a very close friendship with, or any particular close friends among your colleagues?
Well, basically, I am friendly with most of the people. Top players or any player. So I don't know. It's hard to say close friends because we are obviously competing against each other, and even though we are very good friends, there is always healthy rivalry between us, and that's very good. And of course, once the tournament, or as you would see in any typical chess party after the event, so people are just hanging out and going for dinners and so on. But in chess, I have really lot of friends from different age groups and so on. So I don't have any problem with anyone.
Who is the greatest chess player of your time to you?
Well, I'm not so old yet.
Perfect. Perfect. I love that.
Okay, so Magnus is 4 years younger to me, so I would say Magnus Carlsen.
If it wasn't chess, what would you do in life?
I was never like I have to do this, but I have many interests. Like at first, I thought I will be great engineer, and then I wanted to be an economist, and then I also like dance. So it's hard to. There is no relation between any of these. So
Could you tell us a little bit more about your routine during the tournaments? Let's say, how do you keep this schedule? Do you have any particular food that you try to stick to? Sleeping hours, fixed sleeping hours?
I try to do the same routine almost all the events. It works. It's good if I get good sleep, and well, good meal is nice, but also decent meal I'm fine with. And yeah, for me, sleep is the most important during an event.
Is there any chess opening that you would never play?
Actually, I don't have such strong feelings towards openings. But of course, if you say like giving away pawn on move one, or bringing the king out and some things like that, okay, I probably wouldn't do such thing. But many openings I have tried, and even though they are maybe slightly inferior, I generally don't have such strong feelings. I think I have played that as well at some point. Not in a serious a serious classical game, but probably online I might have played that. So it's. I know this debate of B3 and Catalan, but we should not go there. It's for Srinath and Adiban to have it.
Is there some preference for you? Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch?
Not really. I'm fine with everything, but I just have. I mean, I don't know if I'm active on Twitter, but let's say Twitter would be my preference.
right, that was a very nice interview. Hopefully everything will go great for you. Let me wish you lots of luck for this Grand Prix, and thanks again for coming here. It was such a pleasure to chat with you.
Thank you so much, and I hope to be negative and play positive. So thank you very much.
That is a perfect strategy. Thank you.